So this week, what I want to talk to you guys about is how do you feel comfortable in front of a camera? Now, a lot of it is going to change based on the type of photography that you're having done. But let's talk about things in general terms. First of all, you don't have to hit whatever pose you want right off the bat. This isn't a situation where you're worried about your cell phone filling up, or back in the very beginnings of photography where it was a single photograph that was taken. In the days of digital photography, it doesn't matter how many photos you take as long as you have enough memory cards to swap in and out of the camera. That said, I have a tendency to take a lot of pictures. And part of that is the fact that people, when they first have their photo taken, can be a little bit stiff, right? You haven't done this before. This isn't something that you're used to. This is not in your comfort zone. And so you look a little stiff. Your smile looks a little forced, etc. Which leads me to the next part of how to feel comfortable, and that is rapport with your photographer. For me, I'll start telling jokes, I'll start talking to you, I'll start to do things to make you feel like you're sitting in your living room instead of having a photo shoot. I want you to feel comfortable, because the more comfortable you feel, the more relaxed you'll look in the photographs and the better the photographs will come out. Now, you may be thinking, oh my God, I hear click, 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 click. I usually turn off that sound. Again, I have a digital camera, so this isn't the photo days where you're hearing a click because the camera's making a click and it has to advance the film to the next part. Today, you can turn off that sound effect so that you aren't hearing that click occur every single time a photograph's taken. So if you're standing there and I shoot a burst of 10 or 15 shots, you're not going to know that that's what I did. Maybe I only did one. Maybe I did 30. It's up to me to pick out the best of the best, so that's not anything that you need to worry about in terms of number of photographs taken. Now, I'll go to an event and shoot 800 to over 1,000 photographs easily at an event. And in some instances, I've got 5, 10, 15 of an individual. And again, they're not posing when you do an event, so you're pulling out the best angle, and where everybody's eyes are open and everybody's smiling or they're having a good time, you're trying to pull that out. Or in my case, when you're doing the events, they look very dedicated and they're off to do battle. And event photography has the lack of contact really with the person that you're photographing, because usually you don't get a chance to talk to the person at an event. They're busy doing their thing and you're capturing that moment. But when I was doing the photographs of people, I always talked to, even if it was a model, the person I was photographing, because again, being comfortable is the goal of the session. Now, another thing that you can do, if you're one of these people who likes to have everything done very diligently, I guess I could use that term. So you want to make sure that you're prepared the best way you can for what you're going to do. Work with the photographer to get an idea of the posing that they use or the posing that they want to do for your particular session. Now, the reason I say it that way is I think that everybody's photo session should be tailored to that individual, that it's not cookie cutter. that they don't always do the same photographs over and over and over again. As a photographer, I would be bored to death doing that. And it also means that I'm not treating you as a person. If I'm just doing the same cookie cutter stuff over and over again, I'm treating you like a piece of furniture, an object that I'm taking photographs of, and I don't think that's appropriate. So I will be more than happy to create for you an idea of what the poses are going to be. And you can go home and practice them in front of a mirror if you want to. But again, I don't care how many photographs I take. If the session takes 4 hours, it takes 4 hours. It doesn't matter to me. And I have a makeup artist. So, you have to factor in the part of the makeup artist, but it doesn't matter to me if the photo shoot takes the entire day. I don't like to schedule back-to-back photo sessions. I don't like to schedule more than one on a day because my goal is for you to feel comfortable and to not feel a time pressure. If we're going to pose and I'm not communicating it correctly and the pose just doesn't look quite right, and it takes us 200-300 photographs to get it right, to make sure that you have the best angle and look fabulous in the shot, then that's what it takes. It doesn't matter from that perspective to me how long it's going to take. So a lot of feeling comfortable with the photo shoot is going to be how comfortable are you in front of the camera? How comfortable does the photographer make you feel in front of the camera? Does the shutter sound actually bother you? And if it does, is it possible that the photographer can turn that off so you don't hear that click? You don't get that little jarring click every time it goes off. And if you're a person who likes to prepare, and every photographer likes to prepare, so I'm not saying anything that we don't do, then make sure that you've got your idea of what the poses are going to be and can work on them if you want to and prepare for the photo shoot. Again, the important thing is the output that we get from it, the albums or the artwork or things like that. But just as important is how comfortable you feel and how much you enjoy the session. If you don't enjoy a photo session, you're not going to do it again. And to me, I think it's important that everybody have photographs across the span of their lives, not just once or twice in their lifetime. So in order to do that, you have to feel comfortable with the posing, and you have to feel comfortable with what the expense is going to be too. I mean, let's be honest, a photo shoot is not a free event. It's going to cost some money. And in order for you to feel comfortable at the photo shoot, you have to feel comfortable with your decision to make the purchase and comfortable with the way you're going to pay for the purchase, etc. So that always will factor in. I know it's always in the back of people's minds, even though they're standing in front of the camera. We all have all kinds of outside stresses and things that we bring with us. And that's another factor in feeling comfortable in front of the camera. Can the photographer make you forget about those outside factors? Do they, for example, play music that you like so that you can just get into the rhythm of the music? Do they sit you down maybe while you're having your makeup done and just get you to relax and imagine yourself being outside of you, outside of those problems, outside of what life is waiting for on the outside of the door past this photo shoot? But get you to just think about what it is that you're going to do now, how good you're going to feel, and how all of the rest of that can wait. It really doesn't matter right now. It's not part of the photo shoot. It's a separate thing that does not need to impact your life right now. So again, feeling comfortable, feeling relaxed, and making sure that all of the things that you do are taken care of so that you can just be yourself when you go into the photo shoot. And that's what I got for you guys this week, and I will talk to you guys all next week.